everyone, it's Tasha from Designer Trapped in a Lawyer's Body, and I have a really simple but really useful tutorial for you today. I'm going to show you how I make labels, and this specific label is for a DIY bug spray label that I use. I make my own bug spray at home, and I put it in a glass bottle, and I wanted to make a cute label for it, but you could literally apply these same principles to make labels for pretty much anything, and I love labeling things. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is insert the image, and this image is one that you can download for free in this post. So just look for the information about how to have it emailed to you. So you just want to scale it to the appropriate size for whatever bottle you're using, or if you're doing something completely different than bug spray, just be aware of the dimensions here. You can see that the units are in inches. That's my default. So I'm going to go about 4 inches tall because the bottle that I used was fairly large. The next thing we're going to do is insert a shape. So I'm going to insert a circle, and this is what you need to know about shapes. I don't want a perfect circle. I want an oval. So I'm going to unlock it, and that's going to allow me to click on this icon here. That's going to allow me to make it taller and stretch it kind of any way I want. So don't worry that it doesn't fit yet. The next thing I'm going to do is, so that I can see my bug spray label, I'm going to click over here, Arrange. I'm going to click Move to Back, okay, because I want to be able to see the label in the front. That way I can do a better job of sizing it correctly. So that size looks a little better. So I'm going to click off of the oval and back on the label until it's situated. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is decide on what colors you want to use. So for the label that I made, I decided I wanted the writing and the image of the mosquito to be in white. I decided that I wanted my oval to be a particular color of green. So if you have your color code, you can pop it in here. If you don't, you can easily select one of these predefined colors and just play around with it until you have it looking the way you want to. But I used this green color, and if you want the same green color, you can grab the color code. And that's all looking pretty good. So once you're sure that everything is placed the way you want to and is the color you want it, you're going to come over to the right hand side, and in this window you're going to click on your label and then hold down your Command key if you're on a Mac and click the circle as well. So both of those are now selected. Oops. And you're going to click the flatten button, okay? Once you do that, make sure that this printer icon appears, because that means print and cut. That's what's going to tell your Cricut to print it and then cut it. If the printer icon doesn't appear, just click unflatten, and you can go into each layer by clicking on it and make sure that the print icon is selected, okay? And then once you're sure you're good, then click flatten again, and you're going to click go. So what you'll see on the screen is kind of a preview of what your project is going to look like. These black marks, those are registration marks. Those are going to print on the sticker paper. I just used the Cricut brand sticker paper. It's white. And these registration marks are going to print on it so that when you load it to cut into your machine, it's going to read those registration marks so that it's aligned perfectly and you get a perfect cut. But you're just going to print it, so click go. You're going to print it on your regular printer at home. You don't have to have a fancy laser printer. An inkjet printer is what you actually want for this project. So you are going to come down here and scroll down until you find sticker paper. Okay, you're going to set the dial on your machine to custom. And then when you're ready, you're going to click print page. So you're going to load the sticker paper in your at-home printer, click print page. You're going to print it out. There's your print preview. I'm not going to print it again because I already have, so I'm going to cancel it. And once it has been printed, you're going to place it on your mat, aligning the top left corner of the print job to the top left corner of the sticky part of your mat. And then you're going to click the load button on your machine and then the go button. And what's going to happen is it's going to cut out that perfect oval. There's not going to be any white on either side of it. It's going to cut it perfectly, which is amazing. So that is how easy it is to make labels. It's one of the things I do the most often with my Cricut machine. The shapes and colors and fonts and images you can use on them is literally endless. So it's a great way to use your machine. And as you can see from this tutorial, it really is quite easy. So if you've been afraid to do it, don't be afraid. It's very easy. Just follow this tutorial and let me know if you have any questions.